In your working folder, you will find a document called stylesfactory.psd. Go ahead and open it. If you remember from the lesson we just did, we massaged text, but we did spend time on that. Just like, for example, on the name Sir Winston Churchill, I think we did like 6 or 7 things to it, even changing the color. What if you want to use that stuff again? What do? Write it all down so you can remember it? No. We have paragraph styles and character styles. Now let's start with paragraph. This text we need to massage. That's supposed to be a subheading. I want it to look like a subheading, but I have other subheadings I would like to apply it to. Pick up your type tool and select that first grouping up here, working with Photoshop styles. Now, let's go into character, and let's change the font. We'll use this one right here. Let's make it a bold. Let's make it bigger. Let's change the color. Now, this is something I do like. When you go in to change the color, that text was selected. It unselects it so you can see what it looks like. You click OK, it reselects it. One more thing. Go into paragraph and let's change the space after. So it pushes the text down here, and that would be right here. There's space before, space after. Oh, well, let's try about 6. That actually is fine. I like that. I'm happy with that. What I would like to do next is save that because I'm going to need it down here. So I go into paragraph styles and click the new button right here. Double click. We'll call it heading 1. Check out what you have here. Anything that you want to do, you can change right here. But since we made it, it recorded all the changes, and now we have heading 1. Now let's go into this paragraph, say right here, and let's make some changes to that. So we have it selected. Back to the drawing board. I'm going to stick to that same font we used for the heading, this one right here. I'll leave it at regular though, but I do want it a little bit bigger than that. Let's try 14. It's not too bad. How about if we then go into paragraph controls and do a first line indent? That would be fancy, wouldn't it? Let's try about 6. Let's push it in just a little bit. A little bit of space after would not hurt a bit. Let's try another, say 6. Now we could go on and on and on. Do as many things as you want to that text, but I like what we see, so I'm going to go in here and click New again. Double click. Let's call this one Body Text. Everything is the way we did it. Click OK. Now the fun part is this is going to be there for you if you need it, and we need it right now anyway. So these paragraphs right here, actually all of those, do need to have body text, so we select them. Come over here, and there you go. Now this is a subheading. That's heading 1. And this down here is, of course, body text again. Now what about character styles? Character styles work the same way. I'll give you one easy example. Let's say that we do want to italicize some of the words. In communication, italicizing a word is called a mental raise of voice. It's kind of like the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog's back, and you italicize the word brown, and when you read it, most people say the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog's back. You get it. All right, so I want to italicize a word, like say that one. So I come over here into my characters, cross my fingers that I have one, and I do. It says italic. Okay, so I've got that now. I come into character styles. I click the new button, and I call it italic. Now, the cool thing is, if you want to use it again, you come over and you select the word that you want to italicize, and you click the button, and it italicizes it. You say to me, well, Andy, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, I could select a word and go up here and say italic, and it wouldn't be any faster or slower, and you'd be right. But here's the cool thing about styles, if you didn't know this already. Your editor comes in, and your editor says, we don't just italicize words, we change them to blue. Your italicized words are blue? Do you know how many times in this document I've used an italic? Probably 30, 40 times. Let's pretend it's a big document. How can I change all those? It's going to take me all day. Well, no. All you have to do is remember that when you're working with styles, if you double click on the style and re-access the style, changing any of the features that we saw with the style will change it globally in the document. That's one of the big reasons I like styles, because I can put them together. I can change my mind. I mean, for example, we get into the text here and you want to change that to a different color. If we go into paragraph styles, that's heading 1. If we double click to open it, there's heading 1. Here's the color we chose. If we want a different color, it changes all of them. So whether it's 1 or 1,000 times you need to make a change, if you have those changes attached to styles, you're just really only one click away from making those changes. That's the power of paragraph styles and character styles.